The Sensei system is now rolling off the assembly line.
Veterans Administration Hospital in Albuquerque, New Mexico, VA Hospital in Houston, Texas. Down here we got the Palo Alto.
Safko's product is going to hospitals all over the U.S. for trial use and his own engineering.
$255 appliances, which is more than what I have in my house. Lights, air conditioning, heating, security, even sprinkler systems. So we developed ways where they can control it with their head or their mouth or their lips or any body part that moves.
And now that I have it, I can't tell you how. Now that I have it, I just can't tell you. I would just die if someone took it away. Literally, I would just die.
Recognize the Cabrillo Lighthouse? There it is. So, by the way, is this little model of it, see? Which you can build in half an hour thanks to this man.
I think I am a pioneer in this area, definitely.
It's Lon Safko's idea.
We have the model company founder in our studio today. Adam is talking with landmark model creator Lon Safko.
Well, you might call Lon a pioneer of online education here in California, right here in San Diego. California.
Well, it may take a couple of attempts, but yeah, yeah.
But at least it's free when I goof up.
It's free, just paper.
All right, thanks so much.
Medium that we had to use, so I developed the cutouts.
More Innovator of the Year.
So that's going to be innovative in itself. I'm not one of those sorbet things. I think I'm a vinaigrette. A couple of years ago, I made the transformation from an engineer to an innovator, then from an innovator to an entrepreneur, and then eventually from an entrepreneur to president and CEO of Safko International. Let me tell you, most of those were painful changes, but I wouldn't trade them for anything in the world. If there's only one message that I can give you all today is that you too can be an innovator. Recognize that there's a problem, search for an answer, and then you're rich, if it was that easy. A gentleman posed a question to me several years ago. They said, what if you took computer technology and paired it with the physically disabled? Not a bad idea. So I called Apple in Cupertino, and I called IBM in Boca Raton, and Thomas Watson in New York, and Timex, Sinclair, and Osborne. If any of those dinosaur names ring any bells to you out there, it means you've been in the industry way too long. And I asked him about technology for the disabled, and basically everybody said, geez, what a terrific idea, but nobody had any technology for the disabled. So, being the entrepreneur and the innovator that I was, I developed it. What we wanted to do is to get the disabled people back into the workforce. Formidable task. If you think about a quadriplegic who is essentially paralyzed from the neck down, how do they get back into the workforce? Well, my suggestion was using a computer, but how does somebody without arms access a computer system, or somebody completely paralyzed access a computer, or any physical disability for that matter? So we developed ways of accessing computer technology. This thing here is called a head mouse, but that's not the total solution. What we needed to do is to make a product that not only worked, but was very efficient and inexpensive to produce. And that wasn't the complete picture either. What we also realized is that by definition, severely disabled people or any disabled people can't use computers, and they haven't used computers, which meant that we were working with a market. We had a product that essentially was unsellable because computer technology generally is too difficult to use, and by definition, every one of our customers was a first-time computer user. So back in 1988, we developed a system. This is copyrighted. You're seeing lots of companies using our system now, like Sony, and a lot of PDA technology is going to this. This is our operating system. This is our human interface. If you wanted to make a telephone call, guess what picture you would click on? It's rhetorical. Telephone, that's right. Clients. This is Liz Jimenez. Just like us, a couple of years ago, she woke up, she had the flu. Except when she went to the doctor, she didn't have the flu. It turned out that it was multiple sclerosis. And she does all of the accounting, both for her church and for her home. And to conclude here, I'd like to take the pleasure of introducing the person who actually has been running this entire computer slideshow. Liz Jimenez, can you come out here and please let me introduce you? That's beautiful. God, you did a great job. Thank you. Stay here. I want to thank you very much. Have a good afternoon. I made the transformation from an engineer to an innovator, then from an innovator to an entrepreneur, and then eventually from an entrepreneur to president and CEO of Safko International. Let me tell you, most of those were painful changes, but I wouldn't trade them for anything in the world. If there's only one message that I can give you all today is that you too can be an innovator.